Hey guys, it's River.
And Royal.
And today we are not in Kansas anymore.
No, we're not. We're in London. Oh my gosh,
That's
wait,
my
I could
favorite place in the whole world.
wait, I could at the scene of the crime again, like I did in not Dunkirk. Oh no, not Dunkirk.
Not
In
Dunkirk.
the Knives Out episode. I said at the scene of the crime, and I can say that again. So here we are.
At the scene of the crime in London. We can bring this place on.
No, there's like 12 crimes that happen in this movie. What movie are we talking about?
Enola Holmes.
Enola-
Netflix original.
Netflix original, and boy does it show it. So yeah.
Yikes, we're just gonna go right into that.
I apologize to all the viewers who like this movie because this is just gonna be me roasting it the entire time.
It honestly, it wasn't bad. It just felt so like fan fiction-esque.
Whoa, okay, we're gonna pause you right there, and I'm gonna go over
Sorry.
the IMDb.
Okay.
So here's the little synopsis. When Enola Holmes, Sherlock's teen sister, discovers her mother missing, she sets out to find her, becoming a super sleuth in her own right, as she outwits her famous brother and unravels a dangerous conspiracy around a mysterious young lord. It has a 6.7 out of 10 rating.
Excellent.
And the screenplay is by Jack Thorne, and it's based upon the book by Nancy Springer, and it stars Millie Bobby Brown,
I love her.
Henry Cavill. Oh, don't even get started. And Sam Claflin, but actually we don't care about Sam Claflin. Who was the other guy?
What?
No. Helena Bonham Carter. Louis Partridge. That's the one who I was looking for.
Back up. Did you just say that we don't care about Sam Claflin?
For that like half second, we didn't care about Sam Claflin. That's not who I was looking for. But please explain yourself.
Explain myself. What did I do?
Just explain your thoughts on Sam Claflin.
I love Sam Claflin.
Oh, okay. I actually already forgot his name. Sam Claflin.
Claflin.
Okay.
Okay, I will be completely honest. The only reason that I'm in love with Sam Claflin is because my best friend and I have an obsession with the Hunger Games. So every single time we see each other, we have to bring up Finnick Odair and how much we love him, and Sam Claflin plays him in the movies.
That's right. I forgot about that. Oh.
Actually, that is the only reason that I agreed to do this movie, because I was gonna watch on the way to the beach, because I downloaded it because I heard it was gonna be good, and I was looking at the cast and I was like, Sam Claflin!
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, yeah. What would you rate this movie?
I'm gonna go with like a what did IMDb give it? Like a 6.5?
6.7.
Oh, well, I'm going with 6.5. Cause like the plot was kind of all over the place. And like I said earlier, it just seems very like fan fiction-esque. Like this seems like a Wattpad fan fiction that you would read. Like, okay. Oh my gosh, Sherlock Holmes' teen sister goes. Yes.
No. Tread very carefully, because there are some perfectly amazing Wattpad fan fictions out there.
You're actually very right. I was just talking to my youth pastor about this the other day. How like I like how it's acceptable to read fan fiction now. Like so it's societally like acceptable. I don't think that's a word. Is societally a word?
Socially.
Socially. There we go. See, I'm just making up words. Yeah, I like how it's socially acceptable to read fan fiction now.
It's okay. There's some stuff in there though.
Wattpad is terrifying.
Wattpad is like the place that's like, honestly, there are so many better fan fiction sites. In my fan fiction days, I don't even know.
Opinion.
My professional opinion during my fan fiction days as an avid
middle school.
Same. Everybody did. So yeah, there was a website that wasn't laid out as well, like it wasn't as user friendly, but all the good writers were on it, and it was like fanfiction.net.
I feel like I've heard of that.
I don't know. It's all the good writers were on there though, and that's yeah.
All right, back to the movie.
Enola Holmes.
Enola
I think
Holmes.
I would rate this movie. Ooh, how brutal can I be here?
How what can you be?
Brutal.
I don't know what that means.
Brutal? Like.
Oh, I thought you said brutal. I was like, brutal.
Yeah, no, I definitely said brutal.
Okay,
You're good.
brutal.
But
Brutal.
so probably debating between a 5 and a 6. So I think I'm gonna go with a 5.5.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna rate this a 5.5 because yeah, it kind of does feel like pretty fan fiction-y. I think it just really feels like a movie that was based off of a book, though.
Yeah.
Like it's not. It's for sure like with Harry Potter, which we reviewed fairly recently. Please go check that out.
Yes.
With Harry Potter,
it was very fun.
It was really fun. The movies and the books are almost like separate entities, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Like they're viewed like as completely separate like things. With this, I feel like it's one of those movies that tries to be separate from the book by like doing everything that like the books try to do, but it just doesn't really work.
Yeah.
The only reason it's a 5.5 or just like 5 stars in general for me is because I love period dramas. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, The Crown. Oh, don't even get me
Bruno.
started. Don't even get me
Bruno.
started. Although on TV shows, I am currently attempting a very Riza Hawkeye look, which you guessed it, she's a character from Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh.
I realize we haven't. Yeah. So.
Excellent.
Yeah, Riza Hawkeye. We love her. She's actually the best character in Full Metal Alchemist, though. You would agree.
I would. Right, excellent.
Yes,
I agree.
you would. Okay. But Enola Holmes.
Enola Holmes.
Back.
I think there was nothing particularly wrong with the acting. I thought the acting was pretty good, but like just the storyline.
I'm gonna say Millie Bobby Brown had like some really weird facial expressions that she made there.
Yeah, you're right. I think I would definitely prefer her in like, well, the only other thing that I've seen her in is Stranger Things. That's the only thing that I have to compare it to. I would prefer her in Stranger Things, but I didn't think she was bad in this movie.
Right. Yeah, no, she wasn't bad. It was just like a little, I don't know. The whole like fourth wall broken.
I did not like that.
I really didn't like that at all. I was like, no, stop talking to the camera. The best one of like, okay, this is okay. Oh, whoa, here we go. One of the things that I have learned from my avid avid movie podcast listening is that when you're storytelling, especially in movies, you should show, not tell. You should show the I guess consumer. No, what am I looking for? The watcher, reader.
Oh, don't know.
The person that's consuming the media. You should show them like character traits and things that happened in their past and all that sort of stuff instead of telling them outright. And unfortunately that works. It works for some movies, like to tell them. For instance, Spider-Man Homecoming.
Of course.
The tell not show situation works because we did not need to see another Peter Parker get bit by a radioactive spider.
You're right.
Yeah. So it worked there, but it did not work here. Like at all.
When she started talking to the camera, I instantly got like early 2000s coming of age movie where like honestly, I'm
kind of
River and my life is not ordinary, something like that. I was like,
oh my god, don't even get me started. That's a
this?
Disney Channel intro right there. Disney Channel intro. But yeah, I didn't like it because I feel like they could have shown things so much easier. Like every time there was like a fight scene, instead of like going back to like her mom teaching her fighting, because they could have just said once like my mom taught me how to fight, and then
they really did use the same fight scene over and over and over again. They didn't even like refilm it. It's the exact same scene.
Yeah, I think it's from like a couple times from like a different angle or something, but yeah, it's definitely the same fight scene over and over again. So one thing I did like about this movie, though, moving away from things that I did not like, Helena Bonham Carter.
Okay.
Let's just speak of her for a moment. She
Okay.
all she ever gets are like crazy, like no, like psychotic middle-aged women. Those are her only.
That's like when.
Like, speaking of The Crown, Margaret in The Crown, of course Bellatrix. Okay, and if you don't think Princess Margaret from The Crown is if you don't think she's psychotic, then I don't know. There's something wrong with you.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. You recommended me that show, and I watched the first couple seasons, but I never got to the cast change. I don't know which season that was, but I never got to it.
It's season 3.
Oh, I didn't even get to season 3. That's a little sad.
Well, they
had
are
more faith in
long
myself.
episodes. They're actually like really long episodes though.
They're like an hour.
Yeah,
I don't have that much time.
It's an entire movie. You're basically sitting down and watching it like Snow White.
Yeah, I did think it was good when I watched it, though. I just don't have time to finish it.
Gosh, Matt Smith.
Oh my gosh. We're not talking about that right now.
Freaking Who? But also.
We're not talking about that right now.
Alright, okay. Okay, we're talking about Enola Holmes, which is also a period drama. Yeah, so I expected her character to be like a lot more of that like psychotic middle-aged woman.
Yeah.
But it just turned out that she was just like a mom who like believed in a cause.
Yeah.
Which, oh my gosh, worst motivation to leave your daughter ever. Like, don't even get me started.
You're right.
Oh my gosh. I get it. They want reform and they want like a New England or whatever. I don't even know. But honestly, this would have been a great learning experience for your daughter. This would have been a perfect learning experience. You taught her how to freak.
But it's not even just that she like left her daughter. It's that she left her daughter with her borderline abusive brothers.
Okay, no, hold up. No, Sherlock wasn't abusive, but Mycroft.
I really thought that his name was Minecraft when he said that. I was like, did you just say Minecraft? Oh my gosh.
That's incredible.
I was so confused. I was like, I'm just gonna call you Finnick.
Oh my gosh. No, he does not look like Finnick at all. He is like
the mustache sent me. He was like, what is on your face?
What happened here?
What is on your face?
To my poor boy. Like
I was like, oh my god, what happened?
Imagine this is like the same situation if like Tom grew out a mustache.
That happened once.
Oh, remember when he shaved his head?
We're not together. That was a dark time for me. I mean, he was still the most attractive man that I've ever seen, but I missed his hair.
Yeah, the hair.
I missed his hair. Anyway. So I feel like this is a good time since you just, like, because we were talking about the borderline abusive brothers and you said that Sherlock's not that bad. I feel like this is the perfect time to bring up that Netflix is facing a lawsuit for this movie because they didn't get Sherlock's character development right. Oh. So now I don't know which.
I thought we were going to talk about, like, other Netflix lawsuits, but those aren't really PG or G.
No.
They're definitely rated R. So, yeah,
but like I don't know off the top of my head who owns all the rights to Sherlock, but they're suing Netflix because they didn't get his character development right because he was too like warm and kind and like genuinely cared about her.
No, in like legit Sherlock is what did they say in the show? Like a well-functioning sociopath or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea, but like that
functioning sociopath. That's like what he is in the show, I think. I haven't watched the show, so correct me in the comments, please. Educate us. But yeah. That's interesting though, because I really liked this version of Sherlock. Not that I've had much like, interaction with any other versions of Sherlock, but I like this one. And good old Superman, Mr. Clark Kent.
I do think it's a little funny that apparently only superheroes can play Sherlock Holmes because we have Benedict Cumberbatch, we have Robert Downey Jr., and now we have Henry.
Robert Downey Jr. Oh, I totally forgot about him. Well, no, I didn't.
How could you have forgot about him?
I didn't forget about him. I forgot him as Sherlock.
Oh, yeah, he was Sherlock in the movies. Benedict was Sherlock in the TV show.
Yeah, that's right. I did know that Benedict was Sherlock in TV shows. So, yeah, that's a thing
All
that
right.
happened. Good old Henry Cavill or whatever.
Also, it does seem that with these like Netflix movies, they can always get a really, really good cast, but the movie itself isn't grand.
Yeah. Yes, I will.
This is a very good cast, but like the movie itself was just a little bland.
Yeah, so I kind of feel the same way about this movie. I don't really know many like Netflix films that I like enjoyed. It's like,
Yeah, I felt that a little.
what are good Netflix movies? Like where?
Well, personally, in my definitely unbiased opinion, actually
no.
no, that this is not a good example. I was going to say The Devil All the Time, but I think that's a better example for it had an elite cast, but it wasn't a great movie.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Just through like your current like I don't know. Is it your favorite movie? Your husband under the bus? You just threw your husband under the bus. I can't believe you.
I mean, it was amazing. And like the acting was great and stuff, but the storyline, it was just not it. Like that's how all these Netflix movies are.
Yeah. I don't let us know in the comments if you want us to review The Devil All the Time. It is rated R, which would be like I don't know, a bit of a stretch. Can we what?
Can we wait for Cherry? That's his other movie. It's definitely more rated R than The Devil All the Time. Never mind.
It sounds more rated R than The Devil All the Time.
Yeah. Maybe we shouldn't do that one. Anyway.
Yeah. So, kind of going back to like the beginning of the movie. Okay. Of Enola Holmes, of course, not The Devil All the Time. We're not reviewing that movie right now. So they kind of tried to make like this nice like this heartbreak scene with Enola like opening the gifts that her mom left her, like the stationery set and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, well, yeah, cute. You like with the nice like little purple ribbon. Definitely loved the ribbon. It was a very pretty color, and I love the fact that it had like a purpose in the plot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wasn't really. I don't know. It didn't really like tickle my heartstrings, if you know what I mean. I wasn't.
Yeah. I didn't
feel sad.
Honestly,
it was like I didn't even like Helena Bonham Carter she only ever plays psychotic middle-aged women.
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure that this character isn't actually going to be like nice to you anyways. So why am I supposed to feel sad for her?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm just gonna cut straight to the middle of the movie because you keep bringing up the fact that Helena Bonham Carter only plays psychotic middle-aged women. And so when she went into that place with like the bombs or whatever,
right,
like, the fireworks or something, and then like she realized that, oh my gosh, like what if my mom is actually
arsonist,
like Minecraft said. And I was like, oh, here we go again. Like she literally only plays psychotic middle-aged women, but then she showed up at the end, and I was like, I guess you're not crazy.
No, you're totally not crazy, and it was really weird. Like I'm almost shocked that she took this role. Like I like genuinely.
Yeah.
I don't like because it's just like I read an interview from her recently, and it was like I like to play crazy women because like normal women are like pretty women boring. Like that's not fun.
And like she could do psychotic so well.
Yeah, she like it's not just how she looks, it's like her mannerisms, like I don't know. She's just a great middle-aged psychotic woman.
Yeah, but like also watching this movie proves that she can do other roles because I thought she was good in this movie.
Yeah, she was good in this movie. I just feel like it wasn't like she did it well. I just once again
her
like
best.
It wasn't. Yeah, it's not like her. It's not her. You know, like she is psychotic middle-aged woman. This was not psychotic middle-aged. Therefore,
what other type of woman would marry Tim Burton?
Gosh.
Honestly. They are a power couple, but we're not talking about that right now.
Yeah. Oh, geez, we're getting so distracted. It's okay though.
Okay. Speaking of power couples, what was the other? What was the kid's name? Like the boy.
Basilworth or something.
I have no idea. They said it so quickly, and
They said it like 12 times in the movie. I still have no idea. Like, what's
okay, the kid.
Does he have a
what
first
should we name the kid?
Wait, hold on. Did you watch Once Upon a Time?
Yes, I did.
Okay, do you know the guy who plays who's like the quote unquote hot teenage kid in like one of the later seasons? He's like a Greek god. Hercules. Yes, it took me a second.
Right,
Whoever plays him,
name
it's
is
like
Hercules.
Yeah. The guy's name is Hercules because he kind of gives me like the same vibes. He kind of gives me like the same sort of vibes. I think it's Sam Whitesell.
All right, excellent. We're naming this kid Sam because I don't know what his name is.
Okay,
and
Sam.
I'm too lazy to look it up.
Okay.
So
Sam.
When he first showed up on the train, I was like, this better not turn into one of those dumb romantic storylines because I want this to be like a mystery movie.
Exactly what I said.
A friggin' romance movie.
Well, I got news for you. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't hate him by the end. I was sort of okay with it by the end. But when he first rolled out of that duffel bag, I was like, get out.
Also, I nicknamed him in my notes. He is haircut for like the first couple scenes he's
Yes.
in. Yeah,
that
named him.
Haircut was not it.
Oh my gosh, no, he needed a haircut.
Yes.
Millie
did him. She did him a
favor.
She did him a favor.
Mhm. Yeah, I did like their like banter though. That was pretty nice. They had like a whole. Oh my gosh, both of these chests just don't want to close. But yeah, I did like that they were. They kind of connected very nicely with each other. Just right off the bat, it was lovely.
Yeah. Also, when he rolled out of that duffel bag, it kind of gave me Harry Potter vibes. Like, if you know, you know. We haven't done that movie yet, but.
Oh, that's.
But like in the train.
Mhm. Yeah.
Let us know in the comments if you want to see that movie. Or just like the rest of the Harry Potter series.
Yeah, or I don't know, let us know what movies you want to see, but definitely like we have some more Harry Potter content coming later in the episode, so make sure you stay tuned for Moviewatch.
Yes, Moviewatch.
We got some
Is this the part of the episode where we addressed what happened last episode?
Oh shoot, I forgot to do that. Yeah, so if you made it this far, obviously you actually care about what happened last episode. I run the YouTube channel, obviously, for the podcast.
Yes, Royal does all the tech stuff because I'm incompetent.
It's okay. I'm sure you could learn. I mean, you definitely couldn't learn Blender, which is what I use, but you could use iMovie and do it.
I love iMovie.
I have learned.
We know about your hatred for iMovie.
Okay. But here's the thing. I've learned with the content that Business Cactus and Space Cat have been pumping out over on their YouTube channel. Definitely go check that out if you haven't already.
Check them out. They're amazing.
I have learned to appreciate iMovie. Did you know that Business Cactus has switched over to 100% editing their YouTube videos?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he like Space Cat like kind of abandoned him in the editing situation.
Okay.
Just kind of funny.
Yikes.
Yeah. So that happened, but yeah, I use Blender because I'm a nerd. If you know, you know. You don't know, which is probably good. Blender's a mess. But it's open source, which is nice.
Okay.
What were we talking about in the movie? We were talking about Sam. Old Sam Tewksbury.
But not Sam Claflin, because now every time you say Sam, I think we're talking about Minecraft.
Let's call him Herc. Let's call him Herc.
Herc and Minecraft. We're just renaming the entire cast, aren't we?
Honestly, I feel like Herc is a better name for good old Viscount Tewksbury or whatever. Like,
yeah, I don't know what his name is.
I think it's Viscount Tewksbury of Basilworth, but I'm not 100% sure, and that's not a real name also.
Yeah.
Nobody names their child Viscount Tewksbury of Basilworth, because isn't Viscount a title as well?
I don't know.
I think Viscount is a title, and
like
nobody names their child Tewksbury either, which is just not.
I thought that was their last name.
Exactly, that's why I'm confused, because Viscount is a title, Tewksbury is possibly their last name, but isn't Basilworth their last name also? Or is that just the name of the estate?
I thought it was Tewkscount because they called the mom Lady Tewkscount and like the grandma.
Oh,
and...
I have to look it up. I'm very sorry. I'm caving.
So I genuinely did not know that Millie Bobby Brown was English.
I don't know that
really,
she is. No, I think her accent
is. She is. I have to look
her
it
accent's not fake?
No, it's very real. Unless I looked it up wrong. I really do think that she's English though. All right, I'm looking that up. You're looking up. Wait,
hold up.
Hercules.
I think his name is Viscount Tewksbury. Wait, hold on. Sam, good old Sam as Mycroft. Okay, Tewksbury is his name? Wait, no. Because his mom is Lady Tewksbury.
Actually English. That's her real accent.
That is baffling to me. That doesn't. Oh my gosh. Because I'm permanently scarred from learning that Chris Evans is from Massachusetts. And that he has a definite Massachusetts accent. It's wild. So I'm basically scarred from that. I no longer believe actors' accents ever.
Yes. I full 100% agree with you.
Yeah. I don't, because I get it, they're actors, but come on.
But how were they so good?
Yeah, no, Chris Evans is not. I would have never placed him as a Massachusetts native ever. As somebody who has frequently visited Massachusetts, there's
Chris Evans really does just give me Virginia vibes. I don't know why.
I kind of put him as I don't know. I think he is more a northeast situation, an East Coast guy, but not Massachusetts.
Definitely not Boston.
No, Boston or whatever.
Boston.
No, Boston. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
What else happened in this movie?
I was just seriously impressed that she can do all of these all of this in a dress.
She can. Oh.
Okay. And honestly,
don't even get me. No, we can't talk about the dresses yet. I know. Hold on.
You're gonna go off because they're not historically accurate or something.
You know me too.
I do know you. We had the same conversation when we did Pirates of the Caribbean. The same exact conversation. Are you okay? It's so funny. This is how you are.
Okay, well, maybe. Okay, you say your bit about the costumes, and then we'll talk about it.
I was just kind of impressed because sis really going off on everybody in this corset. Okay, and when he got shot and he was wearing the corset, I was like, oh no. He wasn't
wearing the corset. He picked up a piece of armor.
I know, but when he opened his eyes, I genuinely thought that he was wearing a corset as a bulletproof vest.
Yeah. Okay.
I was like, this is not
Let's start there with the fact that it's not a corset. In this time period, it would have been a set of stays, which is a much more lenient corset. Not much more. Another thing is tight lacing was not a common practice, which is what they it's kind of what they portray in Pirates of the Caribbean, but we're not talking about the movie. Tight lacing was not a common practice, and it was actually kind of frowned upon during these time periods. Another
didn't they talk about that when she went in to get the red dress and she asked for the corset and the lady there was like, no. And then she
what she was saying no about. She was actually saying no because Enola was dressed like a boy, and she was like, she was dressed like a dirty street rat boy situation.
Okay.
And she was like, excuse me, get out of my proper prim.
Yeah.
And proceeded to bring her to her hole in the wall inn or whatever hotel.
Yeah. Apartment place.
Lodging. It was but that's what she was freaking out about there. Okay. Another issue with the costumes in this movie, or not even the costumes, we'll go with just dresses.
Okay.
Just the dresses. So she was given her mom left her all that money, right?
Yeah.
That's probably, I don't know. we'll be generous and say her mom left her like 1,000 pounds. I don't know how
Okay.
British currency works, but that's
Me
about
neither.
how much. If that was like, if those were all like 100-pound bills, there were, I don't know, 10 of them there in that little stack. So let's just say she had 1,000 pounds.
Okay.
Okay. So she buys like a whole array. She has like the hoop skirt, like the bustle, the
Just everything.
the
She had the
stays,
complete set.
the complete set. Okay, she bought that. That's not cheap. We're just gonna be generous here and say that cost 500 pounds.
Okay.
Generous. Then she has to pay for her hole in the wall lodging, which she undoubtedly was getting ripped off on. I don't know.
Probably.
I'm not even gonna try and do math there. But then she has to pay for food. And doesn't she like buy flowers at some point in this movie? I don't know.
I don't think so, because she finds the flowers
She has to pay for
in
the
Hercules.
Yeah, for her in
Like,
Herc's like
treehouse.
little Oh, that's right. But then what else does she buy? Wait, no, not the flowers. Oh my gosh, wait, I already lost track of what I was saying. She had the lodging,
flowers, the
food,
apartment, her outfit.
her
and-
one full array. And then, what does she regularly pay for? She bribes people.
Yeah, she does bribe people. She
yeah.
definitely bought a newspaper at one point.
Paper advertisement or advertisement if we're being British here. Yeah, she has to pay for that like daily or whatever. I don't know how newspaper ads work, but yeah, probably daily. Yeah, she probably has to pay for that daily. And since like the newspaper was like the main like way of like news getting around, it was probably pretty expensive. And then like yeah, she just had to pay for all this stuff. But then on top of all of that, she should have run out of money in like a few days, basically.
Yeah.
On top of that, though, she didn't run out, and she bought like 3 more dresses. She switched costumes.
Yeah, she really did. Just like
during this movie.
And she kept getting dresses, but then she kept forcing people to switch with her.
Yeah.
And then she like just lost the dress.
Yeah. Well, the red dress like reappeared a couple times, but then she also had her funeral gown.
Oh yeah, her like widow costume.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, and that had like all sorts of extra pieces, like the hat, the veil, the gloves, all of it. Those were all extra pieces. And shoes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So she had dresses here, and let me tell you, dresses, clothing from this century
is not cheap.
Not cheap. Like
especially because there's so much.
These are not H&M prices. These are not H&M prices.
And there's so much of it.
Regularly.
There's so much of it because like, you couldn't just buy the dress. You had to buy like the shoes and like the gloves and the hats and whatever.
Yeah, like, veils, whatever the heck.
It was a whole set. It was not just a piece of clothing.
No, and just keep in mind that also that it wasn't like every dress, like if you were buying a new dress, it wasn't just like you bought a dress and that was it. Like I said, this is not no H&M situation. You had to buy like the underskirt that matched.
Yeah,
you had to buy
it was a whole outfit.
You had to buy like a new top situation, all the accessories. Yeah. So basically, there's a plot hole. There's no way she could have bought all of the clothing, literally just all of the clothing that she had. Like, even minus like food, lodging, all that stuff, like the newspaper ad, all that. Like, if we just threw that out of the equation, just the clothing, over 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
So that made me pretty mad. I don't even want to get started on like the accuracy of the clothing, because it's, you know what? Actually, I'm going to say one thing, and that is that they were trying to go for a modern historical look, and I'm okay with that. You know what? It wasn't supposed to be historically accurate. They weren't really even trying, as far as I can tell. So, yeah, it's, you know what? It's okay. We can give them a pass there.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk on costumes.
Excellent. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
We can move on to the rest of the movie now. Oh my gosh.
Honestly, I pretty much have absolutely zero recollection of the rest of this movie. I
have so much.
Because like I guess I remember it, but like it was just, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's not that the plot was, like, slow. I just, like, it just felt so much longer than 2 hours.
It definitely did. I will say, though, Enola and Bellatrix are, like, straight up Scrabble queens.
Yeah.
We talk about their Scrabble skills, because I thought I was good at Scrabble.
I'm not good at Scrabble. I was so close to beating the parkour. This has nothing to do with it, but I was on, like, the last jump.
Oh my gosh.
I hate this parkour.
Yeah, we can't get rid of it, though, you know?
No, because it's not even our parkour either.
No, it's not our
Business Cactus and Space Cat.
I think it's just Business Cactuses.
Somebody built it, and
Mr.
I'm
Cat.
determined to beat it.
Mr. Cat.
Anyway, continue with Enola. Which is not a name, by the way.
Oh my gosh, no. Well, actually, I know of a town called Enola.
Oh?
Yeah. We can discuss that after the episode, because it kind of does, like, go kind of in, like, where we live. But, well, actually, I can just say there is a town in our area called Enola. Enola.
Anyway.
But, yeah, so I also thought very frequently throughout this movie, my brain went back to the song Sister Suffragette from Mary Poppins.
Okay.
That's the one where they're like, we're all, like, 4 women are, like, dancing around the house going, Sister Suffragette.
Okay.
And, yeah, I don't know how often you watch Mary Poppins, but
not as often as I should. That
I have watched Mary Poppins lots of times. So yeah, that song kept on going through my head throughout this movie, because that's not what's going on, but it was very like women involved in politics situation. Did you do it?
I did it. Come look at me. Come look at me.
Oh. Oh, that
This
last
is the
jump
proudest
is rough,
thing.
though. That last jump is pretty rough.
All right, back to Mary Poppins.
Back to Enola.
Holmes, Pirates of the Caribbean. Literally any other movie that we've ever seen has come up in this episode.
We've talked about so many movies. Knives Out. Let's talk about Knives Out.
I
think I rated Knives Out higher than this movie, though. Like, I think I liked. Yeah, we need like a Google Doc where we can, like, put the rankings.
Yeah.
We need what Bacon and Eggs does. Oh my gosh, Bacon and Eggs. Good old Tyler Carlin. Once, I think we shout them out every single episode.
We do.
Tyler Carlin and Ethan Edgell, if you're listening, I love you.
Why would they be listening?
They won't be. That's why I can say I love you without being embarrassed.
Okay. Anyway, continue. Bacon and Eggs.
They have, every year that they do the podcast, they've been doing it for, like, I think it's 3 or 4 years. They have, like, a giant list, like a chart of where they rank all of their movies. So
we should do that.
We should do that.
We just, like, casually steal their idea. It's fine.
I wish I could explain to you how many ideas I've stolen from them already.
Oh.
We're gonna get copyright claimed from my favorite movie review podcast.
Oops.
Gosh. Whoops. It's okay though, because we're not monetized, so it actually doesn't matter.
Yay.
Like and subscribe for better audio so we can get monetized. And copyright claimed by Bacon and Eggs. So what else happened in this movie? Oh, I have written down corset equals oppression, and I'm not quite sure if that's like.
Oh.
I don't know what I meant by that in this moment. Because corsets were kind of like empowerment, not oppression. I don't actually know. Because like I said, tight lacing isn't really historically accurate. So they were just like, I don't know, they were supposed to make you more confident, not oppressed, feeling oppressed. Yeah. So I don't know why I have that written down. There's no way the haircut should have turned out that well. Oh yeah, there's no way that haircut turned out that well.
I thought about that too, right when he showed up, because like his hair was literally a different shade. Like they literally dyed his hair and tried to pass it off as just a haircut.
A wig. He was wearing like I don't know. Is this guy blonde in real life?
I can look it up.
Okay. Well, while you do that, the haircut should not have turned out that well. She literally had a pocket knife, and they were in like the middle of a field of grass or whatever. Maybe they were in the woods at that point. I actually don't even know. So yeah, the haircut should not have turned out that well. It kind of stressed me out. I hope you went back to good old Basilworth Manor or whatever and got a
Okay,
touch-up.
he is not blonde in real life, and this like that looks like his genuine haircut.
Okay, so maybe they had him in a wig for that bit.
Here, our viewers aren't going to be able to see it, but here he is for you.
Okay, yeah, they probably had him in like a wig or something though, because
yeah, at the beginning they definitely did, but
he's
cute.
Okay, I don't know.
He's cute.
Not my jam.
How old is he? Not that I'm planning on cheating on Tom anytime soon. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
he's only 17.
Oh
And he's
so young.
actually British. Hit me up, my guy.
Yeah.
Again, not that I'm planning on cheating on Tom anytime soon.
No, you're not cheating on Tom. Yeah, the one like actor I find kind of attractive was Superman.
Which Superman?
The only Superman in this movie.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah. So he's a very nice looking man. I like the way that he looks.
I also like the way that he looks. Yes. I did not like him as Superman though, but that's a different thing.
Okay, controversy.
I'm sorry.
So wait, where was I going with this? Oh yeah. So they have
I don't know, corset equals oppression.
No. Corset does not equal oppression. Corset equals empowerment. But
okay.
Moving on from that, you've seen The Princess Bride, right? I dearly hope you.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
I am not that uncultured.
You know how they have that whole moment where they're tumbling down the hills, and it's the funniest part of the entire movie because they probably had like...
That's when he tumbles down the second time. But anyway, keep going.
It tumbles down the hill. They did the same thing in the movie when they jumped off the train.
Yes.
And it was no better than The Princess Bride, and it was so funny. No.
Excuse me, The Princess Bride is iconic.
Yes, it's iconic, but like it looks fake, and this looks fake. Like
You're right, but
I had to pause the movie because I was laughing so hard. I'm like, did they really just Princess Bride me here? Like
they did. They really did just Princess Bride you.
I rewatched it. I'm like, holy crap, that's so bad. Like, have we not in like the past like I don't know 200 years? When did The Princess Bride come out?
Certainly not 200 years ago. I think it was probably like 40 at the most.
No, because it was out before the 80s.
Let me look that up too, even though it has nothing to do with this movie. We really need to get ourselves back on track.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna end up going scene by scene.
87.
Oh, it did come out in the 80s.
Anyway.
Anyways, I need water. Talk about something.
All right. So, okay, so my notes are not meant to be educational. They're meant to make sense to me. This is just how I take notes. So, my notes consist of, actually, the one that we haven't talked about yet is, it just says, well, that was a roller coaster. And it's after Herc gets shot, but then he, like, comes back to life. I was like, wait, what? Because I was playing Among Us when that happened. Because I was so bored.
Hold up. Can we hold on. We need to pause the podcast for a second. Okay, well, now that we've talked about other ideas for things that we're never going to do.
Okay.
Incredible.
Okay, so yeah, well, that was a roller coaster. Was my next point. After Herc gets shot, and I'm like, oh my god, he's dead. But then he comes back, and I was
dead.
like, wait, what? And then
I knew he wasn't gonna die because he had plot protection. So yeah, he wasn't gonna die because he was important to the plot. I knew he was gonna have to do his like vote thing for like reform. So yeah, I wasn't really worried about him dying.
Well, I was worried about him dying, and then he died, and then he came back, and then what was the whole thing with the grandma? She was actually, like, the mastermind behind the whole thing?
Okay, there was no villain motivation. Well, Yeah, no, there was no villain motivation in this movie. Like, they could have gone after so many other people. This guy, like, good old Herc was literally a child. You didn't need...
I don't understand her motive. Was there
That's
one?
There was. She didn't want the reform bill to pass. And he was going to vote for the reform bill.
He's like 16. Why does he get to vote? I'm confused.
Because the dowager, or his grandma or whatever, also, like, had his dad assassinated.
Oh, shoot. Really?
Yeah, no, she was literally the mastermind behind everything.
She killed her son.
And her son-in-law. I don't know if it was her son or son-in-law.
I really think it was her son. And then, like, the mom was the daughter-in-law. Like, she married in.
Actually, no, because then the uncle shows up, and the uncle wouldn't have shown up if, I feel like the uncle wouldn't have shown up if it was, like, the guy's brother.
I feel like he would have.
Really?
Yeah, that's, like, a whole big thing in these movies.
I feel like he would have...
Which is why I sound so weird right now.
That's fair. No, I feel like it would have been his sister, like, the sister, or not, it would have been, like...
Sister-in-law? No, the daughter-in-law.
No, brother-in-law. I feel like the brother would have been the in-law, because it would be, because, like, the grandma wouldn't want to kill her own son. Or maybe she would. I actually don't know. If she's willing to kill her grandson, who knows what she's willing to do.
Well, because when the grandma found Enola in the treehouse, she said something like, oh, I forget what she said exactly, but she said, oh, you're lucky I found you up here instead of my son and daughter-in-law.
No, because the dad was already dead then. That's why...
but she was talking about the uncle. Herc's uncle.
Yeah, I thought it was like... I thought she said her daughter or, like, her son.
I really thought she said my son or my daughter-in-law.
Oh, okay. Well,
anyway.
Either way, she is... No, wait, she's not old. She's old age, not middle age. The elderly psychopath in this movie.
Yes.
Elderly psychopath is such a great word. Sentence. Phrase. Actually, no, because elderly people are more likely to be psychotic than young people.
Interesting.
I actually don't know if that's true. Correct me in the comments. I feel like that's a thing, though. We need to finish up talking about this movie. Is there any other interesting things that happened?
Oh, I really don't understand what's happening at the very, like, not the very end, but, like, sort of at the end. The last time we see Herc, when he's on the one side of the fence and she's on the other side of the fence. Oh my gosh, he
kisses her hand.
Yeah, first of all, when she put her hand through that fence, the only thing that was going through my mind was coronavirus. Like, just over and over again. It was like, no, girl. We don't want no corona. You can't do that.
Stop the spread of the coronavirus. Wear your mask and social distance.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
This is not a PSA to wear your mask, but wear your mask, please. Anyway. This is not political. Go back.
This isn't political. Why is mask wearing political? Anyways.
It is. Never mind. We're just.
We need
to finish up this episode. Do you have any last points on Enola Holmes before we go into
the music was very meh. Normally I have great used movie music. This was very just blah.
It was just blah.
I feel like if you put the Knives Out music in this movie, though, it would be an incredible movie.
Yes, I agree.
So dramatic and so iconic and perfect.
I agree.
The Knives Out music, oh my gosh, it was really great.
Good.
And then the tea shop lady, I think her name was like Eudoria or something. I actually don't know.
I thought that was the mom's name. I think that's
probably the mom's name. Name. Okay, well, whatever her name was, tea shop lady.
The fact that lady.
Yeah, the women's fight club lady.
Oh, yeah, her. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I love her. I think she might be
my fight club.
That's what she runs.
Can we do Fight Club? Can we review Fight Club? That'd be pretty funny.
I've actually never seen it. But that was probably expected. Yeah, I've never seen Fight Club, but I do know that we don't talk about it.
Number one rule of Fight Club is that you don't talk about Fight Club. So we should not be talking about Fight Club. We should not be talking about Enola Holmes.
Okay.
Are we back? We're back.
Enola Holmes.
Enola Holmes. That was another break in the episode where we had to talk about future plans.
That we're never gonna do, yeah.
That we're never gonna do.
Oh! The stuff that Enola cries about is so random. Like, there's no rhyme. I get emotions have no rhyme or reason.
When she's in the carriage with Sam. No,
with
Minecraft. That's his name. Minecraft.
Yeah.
And she, like, just starts crying, but, like,
Because he screams at her, like, but since when does she value his opinion?
Yeah, exactly. And, like, I really don't understand why she was so, like, upset about going to school. Like, honestly, girl, I felt that.
I get that. Well, yes, I also feel that. October 13th is coming up a lot closer than I thought. But I didn't understand, like, there were so many different things she could have cried about. And I don't even think she was crying about the fact that she was going to school. I saw that she was crying about the fact that Minecraft yelled at her. Like, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
That's literally, like, I get it, emotions don't make sense. They never do. But, like, that really doesn't make sense. Like, that's so unrealistic. Like, that's not what she...
Especially, like, why does she care about his opinion when he's been, like, completely MIA for the last, like, how old is she? 16? So they've probably been been gone for the last, like 10 to 12 years.
I
think why did...
Yeah,
why
I guess
on earth does she care about their opinion? Like, even Sherlock, too. Like, why the heck does she care
I care
what
about
he
Sherlock's
thinks?
opinion. I care about Sherlock's opinion.
I don't care about Sherlock's opinion, but...
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It didn't really make... Yeah, that didn't really make much sense to me. Yeah, the pacing in this movie was just really weird. We already kind of talked about that, how it was not... It did not need to be a 2-hour movie.
Yeah.
I have written down, dude, stop shooting kids.
Is that the guy with the bowler hat?
Yes. And then I said Tewksbury has plot protection. He's fine. And then Enola... Yeah, Herc. Then Enola, like, you know how she's trying to do, like, the corkscrew thing? Like, that move, like, the entire movie? And she finally does it. Said, yes.
Yes.
I appreciate the jujitsu.
Yes.
The Fight Club moves. Fight Club. Yeah, humans don't work like that. Why did... Oh! Because she, the way that they, like, killed Bowler Hat Dude was, like,
I don't remember how they killed Bowler Hat Dude.
They, like, nailed him against, like, a gargoyle, basically. Like, some random statue.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And, like,
I do remember that. I was playing Among Us by this point.
Just, like, oh, yeah. His head, like, kind of flattened into the piece of that, like, gargoyle or whatever. And it was, like, disgusting. And I'm like, that's not human anatomy. I don't know how you think. This is like if you describe to an alien how it looks when humans die. Like, that's how they directed that scene.
Yeah.
It didn't make any sense.
Fair enough.
Oh, he kisses his hand. I love how, like, cunning this movie is. Like, just, it's a very, I don't know how to explain it. It's witty. Witty is a good word.
Yes,
I like
that is a good word for it. I like it.
Yes. I love all the, like, there's good banter. There's good, like, all the puzzles are great because, you know, it's like Sherlock freaking Holmes. Yeah. That was all good. I didn't like that the entire motivation of this entire movie was this stupid reform bill.
Yeah.
That was pretty dumb.
Also, like, I also didn't like that the plot, like, changed halfway through. Like, the first half or so, she was looking for her mom. But then she just, like, totally forgot about the mom and went and, like, looked for her for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, that was pretty dumb. I'm like...
I was like, wait, what happened to the mom? Like, did we just assume that she's, like, an arsonist and now we're just not gonna...
Yeah, we just don't care about her anymore? Well, plot twist, she wasn't an arsonist. I don't think so anyways. I actually don't even know. That was a loose end that was not tied up well at all.
Yeah.
Now, I think we got to end with the final line of this movie.
Okay.
Because the final line of this movie is actually really good. It's I wrote it down. She says, "My life is my own, and the future is up to us."
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
and then she was
it
like,
totally is.
but I also felt that was kind of like contradicting herself, because she was like, I need to find my own path, like whatever. My mom has her path as like a activist or whatever. Sherlock is a detective. Minecraft does whatever the heck he does. And then she's like, I need to find my own path. But then she literally ends up becoming a detective, which is the exact same thing that Sherlock does.
Yeah, I think they describe her in the IMDb as a sleuth, but that's detective, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, that's Enola Holmes, guys.
That's Enola Holmes. All right. We're going to do the movie watch from... Royal said that she had 2 things from this week, and then since our movie watch from last week got cut off, we can review that. So some of this news will be old, and some of this news will be newish.
Too old. Like, honestly, within the last... It all happened within the last month.
We recorded Spider-Man Homecoming, which was the last episode that we did, the one that got cut off, on September 16th, and we're recording this on August 2nd. No, October 2nd. Months are hard.
Yeah,
anyway,
so it's been like 2 or 3 weeks.
Do you want to start with the older stuff or your stuff?
Yeah, well, let's start with the older stuff quick.
Okay, so on the day that we recorded Spider-Man Homecoming, we talked about The Devil All the Time, because that was the day it came out, and I was freaking out, because we recorded this before I had a chance to watch it, because I was babysitting all day. And then we recorded this, and I was having a whole meltdown during the last episode, because I was like, it's been 18 hours, and I haven't watched it. I had a whole meltdown. So after I watched it, we discussed it earlier, the cast was elite, but the movie itself was just okay. Last week we also talked about how the Batman was postponed due to Robert Pattinson having coronavirus.
Who else has coronavirus?
As of today.
Good old Donald Trump.
President Donald J. Trump.
And company. Donald J. Trump. And, well, some company.
Well, Melania has it, too.
Yeah, Melania has it, but I don't think, basically nobody else has it, though.
Yeah.
Because they were saying, everybody from the debate, nobody else from the debate has it. Oh, that's
We're not talking about the debate. We're not talking about the debate. All right, we're going to keep going.
I watched it.
We're not talking about it. We're going to talk about it after. Yeah, so, yes, the Batman was postponed for Corona. I don't know if they have resumed filming since, but as of 9/16, it was postponed.
I just looked at my phone, though, and it says 11 positive coronavirus kit tests traced back to presidential debate. So, I lied.
Excellent. All right.
Sorry.
Last episode, we also talked about how our boy Chris Evans accidentally leaked his own nudes on his Instagram.
Weren't we just talking about Chris Evans and his Massachusetts?
We were! Mr. Boston, Massachusetts himself, ladies and gentlemen, has leaked his own nudes. Everybody's making fun of it now. It's a whole joke. It's fine. He didn't get canceled or anything. It's all good. Oh my gosh, thank goodness. Can Hollywood stars get canceled? Yes.
Okay. I thought that was just a YouTube thing.
No. It started on YouTube, but then it morphed into TikTok, and now Hollywood does it too.
Okay. That's fair.
Anyway, we talked about the Mandalorian trailer.
Yes. Actually, we were just talking about this earlier. Let us know in the comments if you want a Mandalorian recap / review of season 1 before season 2 comes out.
That would be beneficial.
Just a little bit here, you know? I would very much enjoy that.
I think I would also very much enjoy that. Okay. That was everything that we covered last week. My only piece of news from this week was that Netflix is being sued for Enola Holmes, but we talked about that earlier, so go for it. What you got?
So before we go over the rest of the news, we have promised. We have been talking about our Hogwarts houses for the past couple episodes. And now is the time.
Cast
you
your
should
final
know.
votes.
Cast your final votes.
Go back to our
10,
Harry Potter episode.
9,
Go back to our Harry Potter episode. Comment.
Yes.
Comment what you think it is.
Comment what you think it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm a Ravenclaw.
I'm in Slytherin.
And that's the reveal. It's not that exciting, guys. If you haven't guessed my house by now, you've never seen Harry Potter, clearly.
Do you mind if I Slytherin? Oh my gosh! I was doing history homework earlier, so I took a break from the history homework, and I went on Instagram, just like scrolling through whatever, and I came across Liam Payne's Instagram story, and I was like, okay, I love Liam. So I'm watching the Instagram story, right? And all of a sudden he's like, okay, I'm gonna go live on TikTok with a special friend of mine. And it's like, I was like, oh my gosh. So me being the directioner that I am, I was like, oh my gosh, if it's Niall, I'm gonna lose my mind because Niall also has a TikTok. And then Tom freaking Felton shows up. I was like,
I can't even explain how many memories when you came back to me when you said Slytherin. I can't.
Do you mind if I Slytherin? So yeah, anyway, I almost choked on my Coke Zero when Tom Felton showed up on Liam Payne's Instagram story. I was like, how do they even know each other?
Yeah, I mean, Hollywood's weird, but
it is.
Yeah, so
but like, they're on completely different sides of Hollywood.
True. This is
Tom is an actor. Like, since when do the actors and the singers interact? Like you can be an actor and a singer, but neither of them are.
Well, yeah, I guess so. I don't know. What I do know is that
what other piece of news is
the WandaVision trailer came out. WandaVision?
It did. I knew that. It aired during the Emmys, didn't it?
I don't remember. Probably.
Because I feel like I watched the Emmys and I watched the trailer, but I didn't realize that was the first time it aired. I think it was the Emmys.
That sounds right. That does sound right. So yeah, WandaVision trailer came out. I am so excited for that show. It looks really good.
It does.
Yeah, it makes me the whole situation makes me very happy.
I did the parkour again.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to like step up my parkour game.
You are. All right, yeah, WandaVision. It does look really good.
I've spent an embarrassing amount of time on the Linus Tech Tips Minecraft server. If you know, you know, playing parkour to be this bad. Anyways.
Okay, I'm going back to WandaVision. I'm glad that Marvel has finally stepped up their game with their TV shows. Because in the past, the Marvel TV shows have been not great. And I'm glad that they're using the actual MCU actors.
Yeah, they had Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Because when they... Wait, what did you say?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was good, but the other ones, they were not.
I like
back on. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm glad they're using the actual MCU actors, because they originally announced the Loki show before anything else, and there was a whole freak out because people didn't think that it was going to be Tom Hiddleston.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, I think I would have boycotted it if it wasn't.
I can't even imagine not having Tom Hiddleston as Loki.
I know, who else?
Yeah, who would you even want to play?
Nobody.
No, just don't have the TV show.
Yeah.
Straight up. There's no point if Loki's not, or if Tom Hiddleston isn't Loki.
Yeah.
Anywho.
All right, did you have any more news? One more, right?
No, I think that was it, actually.
All right.
Is this the whole episode?
Is that it? So.
I love the work you've done.
I definitely made our sandbar a lot bigger.
It's an island now.
Hopefully it will be a beach at one point.
Hopefully. That would be pretty cool. You get some beach chairs, like a tiki hut situation here.
Yeah, man.
Cabanas.
It's gonna be vibey.
It will be very vibey. I am into the beach vibe, and then have the parkour as an attraction.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Thank you for listening to this episode of Not in Kansas. If you liked it, give it a little like. There's a like button underneath the title of the video. Don't forget how does this work? Subscribe so
Like,
we can
subscribe,
have better
comment.
comment.
We'll give you a cookie.
Yes, that's what yes. Okay, I yelled at you for not remembering how things work, but now you can yell at me for not
It's been
remembering how
way
things
too
work.
long since we recorded one of these.
It has been so long. Oh my gosh.
All right,
All
yes,
right.
like, subscribe for better audio. Comment, we'll give you a cookie.
Yeah.
And also comment what other movies you want us to watch, because
Yeah.
it's
we're
kind of a struggle coming up with these every week.
Right. Well, right now, especially since there's no new movies coming out, and we've kind of reviewed a lot of like the iconic movies that we needed. Oh, wait, you know what? After we stop recording, I have an idea.
Okay.
So yeah, let us know like in the comments what movies. We can do. I mean, I don't know. I've talked about doing shows.
If we do shows, I think we should do it like by seasons. Like, you can't just pick one episode of the show. It has to be a whole season.
Obviously not, and that's why we haven't done the One Direction episode of iCarly.
Oh God. I watched that earlier, right? God.
Yeah. So I wouldn't do episode by episode, but we might do like season by season sounds like a good idea.
Alright, great. Alright, let us know what you guys think in the comments, and thanks for watching. Bye!
Okay, bye!